The little couple family, once known for their heartwarming story and the bond they shared, is now very different in 2025. Devoted fans who once kept up with every moment of their journey, supporting them through all of life's ups and downs, have seen the family's path shift in surprising ways. Transformations in their careers, aspirations, and personal dynamics have sparked curiosity about what truly happened to Bill, Jen, William, and Zoey. When the little couple premiered on TLC in 2009, it quickly won over audiences worldwide, becoming a beloved favorite. Bill Klein and Jen Arnold, a couple both living with rare forms of dwarfism, seemed like the perfect example of overcoming challenges and living life to the fullest. Jen, a successful pediatric doctor, and Bill, an entrepreneur, were more than just a couple, they were role models for many. Together, they had a beautiful family, which grew when they adopted their 2 children, William and Zoey. The show focus was on Bill and Jen's adorable relationship, overcoming the challenges of being little people and proving that love, family, and laughter can triumph over adversity. Fans were inspired by their strong bond, their success in growing their family, and the way they handled the day-to-day issues that came with their medical conditions. Bill is 4 feet tall and has a rare form of skeletal dysplasia called spondyloepiphyseal dysplasia, which has required him to undergo more than 20 surgeries. Jen, standing at 3 feet 2 inches, has a similar condition known as spondyloepiphyseal dysplasia type Studwick, and she has had over 30 surgeries herself. Despite their challenges, they proved to be an inspiration to many, showing that love, perseverance, and a sense of humor can overcome any obstacle. The show is often seen as a beacon of inspiration, with its heartwarming portrayal of Bill and Jen's marriage and their journey as parents to 2 adorable children, William and Zoey. The family's journey, from adoption to their everyday adventures, captivated audiences and made the show a huge success. However, behind the smiles and perfect moments shared on screen, there's a deeper, more complex story that goes beyond what viewers see. To the outside world, Bill and Jen seem to have it all. Against the odds, they built a life brimming with love, success, and purpose, becoming global symbols of resilience and hope. They mastered the delicate dance between demanding careers and devoted parenthood, all while inspiring millions. But their second memoir, Think Big, pulls back the curtain, revealing a side of their story that cameras never captured, a side filled with raw emotion, deep struggle, and unfiltered truth. One of the most powerful and personal chapters in their journey came in October 2013, when Bill stepped off a plane from India cradling their newly adopted daughter, Zoey. What should have been a moment of pure joy was also weighed down by exhaustion, anxiety, and the emotional scars left by a grueling adoption process. The world saw the smiles and happy tears, but not the sleepless nights, the quiet fears, or the toll it all took behind closed doors. That day was more than just a happy ending, it was a hard-fought victory, marking the beginning of a whole new chapter filled with challenges no one else could fully understand. In Think Big, Bill and Jen opened up about the hardships they faced in this process, everything from the long wait to the anxiety about how their new addition would adjust to their family dynamic. These are the kinds of moments that fans didn't see on the show, but that played a crucial role in shaping their family story. In their memoir Think Big, Bill Klein and Jen Arnold open up about one of the most heartbreaking moments of their adoption journey, the moment they brought Zoey home from India. After months of preparation, anticipation, and the emotional highs of adopting their second child, the reality of the situation hit them hard. Bill recounts the intense feelings of helplessness he experienced when Zoey, just a 2-year-old little girl, refused to connect with him, her new father. Bill's heart-wrenching words, "Our 2-year-old daughter wailed next to the front door. I had just introduced Zoey to her new home for the first time, but she didn't want anything to do with it, and she didn't want to be near her new daddy," capture the deep sadness of that moment. Zoey had come to India with the expectation of finally meeting her new parents, but the reality of leaving behind everything familiar was too much for her to bear. While she had bonded with Jen, her new mother, she felt a deep loss and confusion when she was suddenly separated from her. The cries of a child who feels abandoned are powerful and heartbreaking, and in that moment, it was clear that Zoey was not ready to embrace her new life or her new father. The situation only grew more intense when Jen, who had bonded with Zoey during their time together in India, was unexpectedly rushed back to the US with a medical emergency. With Jen gone, Bill found himself alone with Zoey, who was already feeling unsettled and scared by the changes in her life. Bill wrote, "Zoey had bonded with Jen, but not with me, and without her new mommy, she was inconsolable. Trying to soothe Zoey only made things worse. Her cries echoed throughout the house. Zoey obviously wanted and needed her mother. She wasn't the only one missing Jen." This devastating moment was one that Bill and Jen never expected. They had hoped that Zoey would quickly adjust to her new home and new family, but the emotional impact of the adoption process was more profound than they anticipated. Zoey, having been removed from her previous environment and thrust into a completely new world, was dealing with an overwhelming mix of emotions. And without her mother by her side to comfort her, Zoey's grief and fear were too much for Bill to handle alone. The experience left Bill feeling helpless, as he struggled to comfort his new daughter who was desperately reaching out for the one person she felt truly safe with, Jen. This heartbreaking chapter in Think Big is a reminder of the complexity of the adoption process. It's not just about legally bringing a child into a family, it's about navigating the deep emotional hurdles that come with creating bonds and building trust. For Bill, who was excited to welcome Zoey into his life, it was a stark realization that love and connection do not always happen instantly. It took time, patience, and understanding for Zoey to feel comfortable with him. But more than anything, it took the reassuring presence of Jen, who played a crucial role in helping Zoey feel safe and loved. The couple has been through a lot, both on the show and behind the scenes, but they always seem to handle everything with a smile. However, there's more to their story than what fans saw on TV. In a surprising interview in 2015, Bill Klein shared something many fans didn't know about. He admitted that, when he was younger, he struggled with depression and even had thoughts of self-harm. This was shocking to many people because Bill always seemed so strong and happy on the show. But Bill opened up about how years of being bullied for his height made him feel deeply sad. He said that in college, the bullying pushed him to the lowest point in his life, and he reached a place where he thought things couldn't get better. However, Bill didn't leave fans with just a sad story. He also shared that things have gotten better over the years. Bill said life has gotten better and better every single year. He showed that even when life feels impossible, it can improve with time. But he also told the truth. Dealing with mental health isn't something that just goes away. He explained he's had bumps along the road every year to deal with, letting people know that even when things improve, there are still challenges to face. Bill's honesty about his struggles helped others feel less alone. It showed that even though he seemed to have a perfect life on TV, he too went through tough times. His story encouraged fans to talk openly about their own feelings and mental health, which is something that many people avoid talking about. Bill showed that it's okay to struggle, and asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. His openness also helped people understand more about who he is. On The Little Couple, fans saw Bill as a loving husband and father, but his interview revealed that his positivity didn't come easily. It took a lot of hard work and support. Bill's honesty helped fans realize that mental health problems can affect anyone, no matter how strong they seem on the outside. Did you know that Jen Arnold, one of the stars of The Little Couple, went through an incredibly heartbreaking miscarriage, a moment she kept private for a while? After Jen and Bill Klein had adopted their son, Will, from China, and while they were in the process of finalizing the adoption of their daughter, Zoey, from India, something unexpected happened. Jen found out she was pregnant. This news came as a total surprise to both Jen and Bill, especially after they had gone through so many challenges with fertility treatments and surrogacy. The couple had been trying to grow their family for years and had experienced some heartbreaking losses, including multiple miscarriages. So, when Jen discovered she was pregnant, it was a mix of joy and disbelief. It seemed like a dream come true after everything they had gone through. But unfortunately, their joy didn't last long. After getting the pregnancy news, they learned that the pregnancy wasn't viable, and Jen suffered a miscarriage. This devastating news left them heartbroken. In their 2016 book Think Big, Overcoming Obstacles with Optimism, Klein shared how they tried to stay positive despite the pain. The couple had hoped this pregnancy would be the one that brought them the baby they had longed for, but life had other plans. This loss was a deeply emotional moment for the family, and it was especially difficult for Jen, who had been through so much already. Her struggles with fertility and her previous miscarriages had taken an emotional toll, so this new heartbreak was tough for the couple to bear. Despite all the challenges they've faced, Bill Klein still marvels at the incredible journey he and Jen Arnold have shared. Reflecting on their life together, he described it as an incredible and crazy and extraordinary road full of wonderful surprises. This journey, filled with ups and downs, became even more remarkable because of their two adoptive children, Will and Zoey. Klein often finds himself in awe of his family's blessings. He talks about the moments when he sees Jen's beautiful smile, Will's never-ending joy, and Zoey's enthusiastic hopping and skipping, and he can't help but think, when did I win the Powerball of life? This simple yet profound reflection speaks volumes about how much he cherishes his family. Even with all the struggles they've endured, Bill considers himself incredibly lucky to have such a full and joyful life, and his gratitude for his family shines through in everything he says. So, what have the little couple stars, Jen Arnold and Bill Klein, been up to lately? Well, after many years of living in St. Petersburg, Florida, Jen, Bill, and their two adorable kids, William and Zoey, made a big move to Massachusetts. They are now living in a luxurious two-bedroom apartment in Boston, which has everything you could possibly imagine for a comfortable life. The apartment is located in a high-end complex that includes amazing amenities like an in-ground pool and a private balcony, giving the family a great place to relax. The rent for this beautiful apartment is $3,755 a month, a price that reflects the luxury of the living space. Why the move? Jen recently started an exciting new job at the prestigious Boston Children's Hospital and the Harvard Medical School Teaching Hospital. Her new career opportunity in the medical field played a big role in the family's decision to relocate, as it was the perfect next step in her professional journey. As for the apartment, it's spacious and well-appointed. The largest unit in the complex features not just 2 bedrooms but also 2 bathrooms and a den, perfect for a family like theirs. The kitchen is top-notch with modern stainless steel appliances, a subway tile backsplash, sleek quartz countertops, and even a pantry and kitchen island for added convenience. The bedrooms are designed for comfort, each featuring large walk-in closets and soft carpeting, giving Jen and Bill a peaceful space to unwind after a busy day. Before settling into this gorgeous apartment, Jen and Bill sold their previous home in Florida for an impressive $3,640,000. It was a big change, but the move to Massachusetts has brought new opportunities for both Jen and the whole family. Life in Boston is a fresh chapter for the little couple, and their fans are excited to see how they adjust to their new surroundings and take on this next adventure together. Jen's new job is a huge milestone in her career, and it's clear that the family is ready to embrace everything that comes with this exciting move to a new city. From their beautiful new apartment to their professional accomplishments, the family is thriving, and it's inspiring to see them grow both personally and professionally. Jen Arnold and Bill Klein have truly embraced their new life in Boston. The couple recently purchased an impressive 6-bedroom home for $2.1 million, marking a significant new chapter for their family. This beautiful property provides them with ample space, and it's clear they've settled in comfortably. While Jen is building her career in Massachusetts, Bill continues to stay deeply involved in his business venture, Rocky and Maggie, which is based in Houston. This means Bill frequently travels back and forth between Boston and Houston, juggling his responsibilities as a husband, father, and businessman. Despite his busy schedule, it's clear that Bill and Jen make it work, ensuring they stay connected as a family. Speaking of family, Jen recently took to Instagram to share a sweet and heartwarming moment from her son Will's 15th birthday. The post featured a video of Will standing proudly in front of his birthday cake, the candles glowing as the family sang happy birthday to him. Will, who is growing up so fast, smiled brightly as he took in the moment. After everyone finished singing, he blew out the candles, marking the occasion in the most special way. Zoey, Will's 13-year-old sister, was also present, celebrating alongside her brother. The whole family came together to make this milestone birthday memorable for Will, and it was clear from the video how much love and joy surrounded the moment. Jen, at 50 years old, has made sure to keep her fans in the loop about her family's milestones, showing just how much her children have grown. Will's teenage years have arrived, and Jen seems to be soaking up every moment, balancing her career and family life with grace and positivity. The heartwarming video was just one of the many ways she shares her life with the world, allowing fans to get a glimpse into the beautiful bond they share as a family. The little couple has faced challenges, but seeing their kids grow up and thrive shows how much love and support they've surrounded them with. As Jen and Bill continue to balance their careers, family, and everything in between, it's clear that they are creating lasting memories together and embracing the changes that come with every new chapter. Would the show ever come back? The Little Couple has been a heartwarming and beloved show for many fans over the years, with 14 seasons under its belt. So naturally, when season 14 ended, many viewers were excited and hopeful for a 15th season. But behind the scenes, trouble was brewing, trouble that might explain why the show hasn't come back. According to reports from The Sun, a major legal issue might be the reason fans haven't seen the Klein Arnold family return to their TV screens. It all started back in June 2016, when LMNO Cable Group, the original production company behind The Little Couple, filed a lawsuit against Discovery Communications, the parent company of TLC. LMNO was asking for a staggering $7 million, claiming that one of their own accountants had embezzled a huge amount of money. In court documents revealed by The Hollywood Reporter, LMNO said the accountant faked and altered financial records to hide hundreds of thousands of dollars being stolen. But that was only the beginning. LMNO also claimed that Discovery Communications used this financial scandal as an opportunity to take the little couple away from them and, in doing so, forced LMNO out of business. In other words, the show's producers believed Discovery swooped in during their time of crisis and unfairly took over their most successful show. However, the legal battle took another surprising turn when Jennifer Arnold and Bill Klein themselves decided to step into the courtroom drama. Almost a year after the original lawsuit began, the couple filed their own paperwork asking the court to let them intervene in the case. According to their filing, Jennifer and Bill believed they had a right to a portion of LMNO's contingent compensation tied to the little couple. In simple terms, they felt that because they were the stars and the heart of the show, they should be entitled to a share of the money LMNO was supposed to earn from it. But their claim didn't stop there. They also argued that they were owed part of Discovery Communications' adjusted gross revenues, essentially, a cut of the profits Discovery had made by airing and distributing The Little Couple. It was a bold move, but one that made sense to them after years of being the faces of the series and helping to make it a success. Thankfully, the situation didn't spiral into an even longer and messier court battle. Instead, something positive happened. All sides agreed to try mediation. That sat down with neutral parties to talk it out and find a middle ground. And it worked. Jennifer, Bill, LMNO, and Discovery eventually reached a settlement that satisfied everyone involved. Once the deal was made, the court officially dismissed the lawsuit, bringing the long-running legal drama to a close. While the details of the settlement weren't made public, the outcome was a major step forward. For a while, it looked like everything had been settled quietly. Both sides reportedly reached an agreement and fans hoped that meant the show would be safe. But despite the settlement, new episodes of The Little Couple never came. And now, many people are wondering if the show will ever return at all. It's been a long and confusing road, and the legal issues have left a cloud over the future of the series. Fans miss the family, the positive stories, and the real-life experiences that made The Little Couple so special. But until the behind-the-scenes legal matters are truly resolved, it seems the next chapter of the show will have to wait. As of now, there's no clear indication that The Little Couple will be returning for a new season or any other format. While the show was incredibly popular and loved by fans, especially for its heartwarming portrayal of Jen Arnold, Bill Klein, and their family, there hasn't been any official announcement from TLC about a revival or a new season. The couple has focused on their personal lives, with Jen working at the Boston Children's Hospital and Bill continuing his business ventures in Houston. They've shared snippets of their family life on social media, allowing fans to stay connected, but it seems that they have moved away from the reality TV spotlight for now. However, since the show ended, fans have continued to express their love for the family and their hopes for a possible return. While it's always a possibility that TLC could decide to bring the family back for a special or a new season, nothing has been confirmed yet. For now, we'll have to cherish the memories of the little couple and see what Jen, Bill, and their children decide to share next in their journey. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an update.